Alright, so just flip to the next page, 666, and so we're going to focus on 7 and 8 again in the practice just to get more familiar with how we can apply to all of these. So it says find the value of x, then find the measure of each labeled angle. So here we have two parallel lines. Again, if it helps you can always highlight them to get an idea. You can always extend it out. Now we have to think about the relationship between those two angles. Well, we know that they're on the inside of those parallel lines and they're on the same side. So something we know about same side, interior angles, is that they add to 180 degrees. Again, they're supplementary. So if we add x with x minus 50, it should equal 180 degrees. So simplify the left-hand side. And then we're going to add 50 to both sides. So when adding 50, we get 230. So x is going to be equal to 115. So that means up here we can put x is 115 degrees, and we know x minus 50 here, if we plug in 115, is 65. So let's double check here. If we add these together, are we going to get 180 degrees? So 115 plus 65 does give us 180. So that's a quick way that we can check, make sure that we're doing that process correctly. Let's take a look at our next one. So it shows a triangle, but always again focus on where our parallel lines are and how we can check with our angles from there. So there are our parallel lines. So we can consider these two lines being transversal, cutting through those parallel lines. Now notice here is where our first angle is. Then our second one almost looks like it skips over. So it's like it's skipping over one angle and a line in order to get there. So that means these are going to be corresponding angles. And we know those are going to be congruent if they're corresponding. So we can set them equal to each other. So say 3x minus 10 is equal to x plus 40. So get the variable onto the same side and then whole numbers on the same. So subtracting x over. And then adding 10. So total we end up with x being 25. So plug it in for each one of these. So if you see 3x minus 10, same as 3 times 25, which is 75, minus 10. So we get 65 degrees. If this equals the same thing, then it's going to be true. So here we have 25 plus 40, which gives us 65 degrees. So those both are the same, proving they're corresponding. All right, there you have it for today. Again, these videos are all going to be loaded onto my website if you ever want to go back and review them at any time. So good luck. Make sure to complete 11.1 and 11.2 by Monday, and have a great weekend.